Hey, check this out. Will non-lethal ammo prevent police killings?
Initiative is to save lives. Absolutely. And what made me start it was at the end of my career, the last quarter of my life, I have arrested over 8,000 fugitives. And I have shot a lot of them, and never ever used a lead bullet or a real gun. And I see that it's not the gun that kills the person, it's not the person behind the gun, but it's the lead. And so that's my goal, is to some kind of way. It necessarily doesn't have to be a rubber bullet or a wooden bullet. They have tranquilizer guns that can drop elephants. But there has got to be a better way to subdue an individual that you want to arrest or take into custody than to kill them.
Daw's got an interesting perspective on the latest round of fatal police-involved shootings. He's laying less blame on cops and guns and more on their choice of ammo, lead bullets made to kill. So Des, would using non-lethal ammo solve this problem, or would it potentially put the officers and other lives in danger?
Yes, Dog has an interesting perspective regarding this. I mean, obviously using lead bullets would, save lives, but you have to consider real criminals that actually have guns. And if you use those lead bullets and it don't take the criminal down, and if they have a gun, they can get a shot off and kill the officer and then potentially kill other people that are in the area. So it's a great idea, but I don't think the police will be doing anything like that because it's just too risky doing something like that, because if you don't put the guy down with those bullets. Now, using tranquilizers, they're not going to be doing that either. They're not going to start going around tranquilizing people, putting them down that way, because what if the tranquilizer kills the person? Then you're back at the same situation. So the problem is just criminals are just making bad decisions that are putting themselves in position to potentially be killed. Now, officers are using too much force on a lot of occasions. Like in this particular situation here, it seems to be an accident. One could argue that she meant to do it. Either way, the gentleman should have still made better decisions and he would still be here today.
Right. Using another form of ammo could still potentially kill the criminal or even other people. Like for the tranquilizer, for example, it could kill the person, or the tranquilizer might not even last that long. They could wake up and attack the policeman or policewoman and then end up getting to an accident, and then even be worse than what it is. And like Dad said, the criminal, they kind of put themselves in a position to get shot because they're not cooperating with the police like they should. And so in this footage, it seems like he tried to get away, and therefore he had got shot because he wasn't cooperating like he was supposed to.
Yes, that's pretty much it. I mean, she said she didn't mean to do it. She meant to use her taser, but still, the gentleman was actually in handcuffs, and then he resisted, tried to get back into his car. She thought, so she say she grabbed her taser, but she didn't. She actually grabbed her gun. Either way, if he would have just continued like he was doing and went under arrest, he could have fought his case in court, won his battle, or whatever would have happened. He still would have been alive had he not resisted and caused the officer to even make a choice to accidentally grab her gun, shoot, and kill him.
You're right, and based on the video, it seems like the guy was already out of the car and getting ready to be arrested, but then he decided to resist and try to drive off, and that really put the officer in a bad position to shoot him.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not trying to say anything bad about the gentleman, but he should have just stayed where he was at, and the officer wouldn't have had to accidentally grab a gun. Now, that's beside the point. The gentleman was ultimately killed, and I do want to show respect to his family. I'm sorry that this actually happened, but we have to make better decisions when things like this. I'm definitely truly sorry that this happened. Either way, even though he resisted, he still did not deserve to be killed. I want to point this out, that life is made up of an infinite amount of choices. Most decisions, such as what you'll eat for lunch today, are small and only slightly impactful, but it's the big decisions, the ones that can change your life forever, that are tough to make, which could end up getting you seriously injured or even killed, such as this situation like here. These quotes will inspire you to think before you act, and to make an attempt to make better decisions, to put yourself in a better position to save others' lives as well as your own life. Sometimes it's the smallest decisions that can change your life forever. We are the creative force of our life, and through our own decisions rather than our conditions, if we carefully learn to do certain things, we can accomplish those goals. Your life changes the moment you make a new, congruent, and committed decision. Remember, stay humble, stay focused on your goals, make better decisions, and have a practical perspective. Life is how you see it.